What's happening, guys? We are playing some Glimpse combo featuring Chancellor of the Forge. This card used to be played in previous iterations, but it's fallen out of favor as of late. But I'm here to tell you it's insane. If we're able to spin into this, even with like 5, 6, 7 permanents, we can usually start swinging in for 6, 7 damage. And then if we have Violent Outburst, they're just 2/1 swinging in with haste. There's times when we're swinging in for just 10, 20, 30 damage, but you'll see that later in the video. For our land base here, we have our normal set of shocks. We have a full set of Cavern of Souls. Our flex channel land is Otawara. I've preferred Otawara lately over Boseiju just because it hits more. The mana base can be a little flexible. You don't necessarily need Breeding Pool. You can always use Sacred Foundry. I usually prefer to run the Kedria Triumph, but I didn't in this iteration, just testing things out. We still have our normal set of elementals with Fury, Endurance, Risen Reef, Wave Sifter, and then our Cascade cards with Violent Outburst and Chalice Agent. Again, our flex spot that we're experimenting with today is Chancellor of the Forge. You can fill this spot with Fable the Mirror Breaker, Seasoned Pyromancer, Teferi, anything you want pretty much. It's really flexible. I usually fill it with Seasoned Pyromancer, which you'll see in like the videos up here. For the sideboard, we have our 4 Mystical Dispute for control matchups, 4 Subtlety for big mana, Teferi, Force of Vigor and Foundation Breaker for artifacts and enchantments, and then we have 2 Teferi Time Raveler for more of the control, Cascade Mirrors, anything like that. You'll see in some sideboards, maybe Brazen Borrower, Twin Shot Sniper, sometimes Knight of Autumn. I don't really care for the removal cards, just because when we're doing our own thing, we have Fury if we really need the removal, but overall Teferi is just like a better card in general, so that's kind of what I run with here. So overall, just expect some really big spins, getting Chancellor of the Forge into play, making a million 1/1s, and then swinging for lethal. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the gameplay. All right, we're on match 1 on the play here. This hand only has 1 land, so we can't keep this. Great hand otherwise. This one also only has 1 land. Not off to a great start. Not the greatest hand, but gonna go to 5. So we'll keep this hand. We'll put back our 2 glimpses. We have Colony, Chancellor. So hopefully if we can draw a red source, we can outburst pretty early. Opponent's also on... Oh, opponent kept 7. So at least we get to get him for 1. Chancellor doing its work here. But if we draw 1 land, we're pretty set. Looks like Hammer. They don't have any main deck counters, so that's good. Probably gonna attack with this. I don't mind trading. I don't think. Actually, nah, we'll hold back. If we attack and then they do some like hammer stuff, then we have to block anyway for the most part. We probably could get in for 1 and they might not block, but so it's not hammer. Okay, so it's just blue affinity. So they do have main deck counters. Thought cast. So if we draw a land here, we will go for it. We drew a land, not the one we needed though. Just need any other land. That's wild. We'll pass again. Hopefully they tap out again. 3 Colony Gardens. We are not short of permanents here. Okay. We will Fury this board away though. I don't mind keeping... As long as we can get rid of 2 creatures. Could argue for getting rid of Sentinel instead of Ornithopter, but this is on the ground, so it's fine. Because we can always block. We don't really care about the trigger, because when we go off, the trigger shouldn't matter much. We can also end of turn endurance. So we probably should be attacking with this. I don't think it's really going to matter, the chip damage. They shock this in, looking like Urza. We'll do this now while they're tapped out. Really looking for that land so we can pop off here. So they have access to 2 blue mana. Relic, we don't really care about. Probably going to pop it. Oh, okay. They're going off here. Really need that land. There's the land. We'll shard this here. We need red, blue. See if this resolves. They could counter right here. Yeah, we'll pay just in case they do have the counter. Okay, they didn't have the counter. Elemental. 1, 2. We'll pay here. Yeah, we'll just pay just in case we want to spin again. We have 2 Fury, so we're just going to Fury away their board. Risen Reef trigger. We got some really great hits here. This hand. Battlefield. Elemental. We'll keep that in hand, just in case. So we could spin again. It's almost tempting. If we spin again, we could probably just hold this up just in case. The board is pretty good. So they could Shadow Spirit equip. We can't really get in. We have Otawara to bounce this, so I think we're fine. We don't have to go like two-hand with spinning here. Saga, that's fine. So a good part about this deck is knowing when to keep going and when to stop. Another Urza. Sure. We kind of hope they could go all in on a construct token here. If they do, we just bounce it. So we'll fetch here. Definitely going to Otawara that. We don't have green for agent, so we'll bounce this. They can equip. Can they equip? No, they can't. They don't have enough mana. So if we attack, they block a Fury. Let's green 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's just attack here. See what they block. Probably gonna block like here and here. If they don't block, they're dead to Violent Outburst. They have to block a Fury. Yeah. No? They are not sure. They technically have 2 blue mana. They block there. So they're thinking it's 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. Violent Outburst. See if they have anything for these 2 blue mana floating here. So we're not going to cast it. We're just going to pump our creatures. Okay, cool. So yeah, Violent Outburst. You don't cast Glimpse. We get... So if you don't block the creatures, you get 8, 16, 20. All right, so we're against Artifact deck. We bring in Artifact removal right here. There's an argument to be bringing in disputes and stuff like that, maybe, but that's more for counter matches. This should be good enough. And what we board out. So we'll board out 3 endurance for at least 3. I want to keep 1 endurance in just because I've been on the fence with keeping 1 endurance in just to respin, just kind of shuffle our glimpses back in. I'm not 100% sure. We can keep 1 endurance in. I'll cut like I don't know how fast. Chancellor, still keep Chancellor in just for the speed, but it's more of like a control. I feel like we're more of the controlling deck in this match, so I don't mind cutting some Chancellors. We'll try it like that. That was on a model 5 too. That's pretty sweet. And we have our Chancellor. We have our Chancellor. We have our Wave Sifter, Foundation Breaker. This is a pretty sick hand. All we need is a Cascade card and we're set. So we'll reveal that. And we have Chancellor to pitch to Fury. It's pretty gross. Hopefully they play out a bunch of small creatures and we can just Fury them away. Razortide Bridge tapped. Okay. Nice. Play Scalding Tarn and pass. Probably untapped, right? Yeah. Meddling Mage. Wonder what they're gonna name. What if they'll name Fury or a Cascade card? Fury, okay. So now we definitely want to hit a Cascade card so that does nothing. We'll get Steam Vents because we already have our green source here. And we have all our colors, so it doesn't matter. Nice Force too. So we'll play our Forest and then we'll evoke Wave Sifter and we'll pass. So far so good. 3 lands, Memnite. So now we can't Fury these. Teferi. Ugh, that's annoying. So that's one reason to bring in Mystical Speech. We'll probably bring in Teferi, or we'll probably bring in Mystical Dispute next game. Next game. It's pretty infuriating, huh? So at least we can play our Risen Reef out. Risen Reef, another Foundation Breaker, and then we'll pass. We're just making our land drops. This is like totally fine. Cranial Plating, just because, well, they're keeping a mana open. They could have equipped. They definitely have like a Spell Pierce or something. There's an agent. We will, we're gonna just play out Foundation Breaker because that just gets around Spell Pierce, which is what they have here. Good Breeding Pool. And this will trigger Foundation Breaker, or this will trigger Risen Reef also. And put a 2/2 on the field so that way they have to start chumping. 1 mana. 2 mana. Okay, so this is Metallic Rebuke. Okay. So we could have played around that by just evoking Risen Reef. Maybe play it safe and do that. But we also wanted that 2/2 body, so. Alright, looks like they have Urza. Oh, just hard casting, Thought Monitor for the most part. Teferi up to 3. Another land. We're making our land drops, at least. So they don't have blue mana this time, so we will definitely cast Foundation Breaker. Hit the Cranial Plating, and we get the Risen Reef trigger. Hopefully, I don't even know what we're looking for. Violent Outburst? Not exactly. We can hardcast Force next turn also. Oh, we're definitely going to hardcast Force to get rid of this Saga here. And Shadow Spear. I guess we're hitting both of these. Probably equipped to, yep. Hit for 3. Oh, they just didn't attack. Okay. They have 2 mana open here. It's kind of annoying. Most likely something. We're going to try to kill this now, though. But they could easily have a counter. No, okay. At this point, we're going to hardcast Chancellor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 more land. We're also going to crack this Clue end of turn. They could bounce this, maybe. Get in for 2 here. It's weird they're not getting in. They didn't get in with it last turn, but now they are. Oh, that's why. Okay. I'll crack this Clue now. Cavern, okay. Might name Giant with this, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. Genius Smith, good draw for them, actually. Another Ornithopter. I mean, another Monitor, draw 2. They're flooding the board hard here. Luckily, we got rid of their Shadow Sphere and Cranial Plating. Because that would be, they're tapped out. So I think we still name Elemental here, right? 1, 2, oh, we can't. We have to name Giant to get that red source. And it's uncounterable. Hardcast Chancellor. Can't believe we're doing this on the first match of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So these are all going to go at Teferi. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, they're not dead on the crackback. I wonder why they're blocking those. And then they're probably going to play out another Teferi, and then we're going to be like screwed. All right. Do you have another Teferi? Urza? Yeah. Kind of annoying. If we can untap, we have a lot of spin here. So we just got to hope they don't have another Teferi. Of course they do. Otawara would be a great draw. Man. Yeah, they're just like outvaluing us here. This Meddling Mage is doing work. We're 100% bringing in Mystical Dispute. Sucks that we didn't bring it in on the draw here, but we haven't even seen any Omnaths either. We're gonna hold this. We will attack Teferi with Chancellor though, because they have to chump it with one of these, and then we'll just pass. Yeah, we don't have anything. Teferi or Omnath would be good. Another Genius Smith. Saga. We're popping off here. As for Sentinel. They finally get in. Block the one that we can block. Yeah, if we can get rid of this Teferi. Oh my god. Not working out here. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, we're just gonna pass. There's no point in attacking because they're just gonna chomp and kill us. We have like one more turn to draw something. Again, we haven't seen any Omnaths. We have an Otawara. Jump here. Take 4. I feel like they have to have a counter too, right? Metallic Rebuke, maybe? No, nothing. Wow. That was really unfortunate. All right. So, like, I mean, they are a blue deck that run Teferi. So these cards are, like, fantastic. Endurance is 100% coming out now. Chancellor, play draw. Again, I feel like we're the controlling matchup, so I don't mind cutting some fast cards here. Teferi, Dispute. I'm just going to cut all the Wave Sifters and bring in another Dispute. Try that. Again, I think we're the controlling matchup. I don't mind cutting some of the fast acceleration cards. Oh, there's an Omnath. This hand doesn't do much other than Dispute. We'll try it. We could mull to some Artifact Hate or some fast stuff, but again, we took out the Wave Sifters and the Chancellor, so our turn 1 and 2 plays aren't very strong right now. So I think this is as good as it's going to get in terms of us not having like a Colony Garden or something like that. But again, opponent mulligan to 6. So I'll play Scalding Tarn and pass. So we'll have Dispute up for Midrange or Teferi. Probably just Teferi. Hopefully they don't lead on too much artifact aggression here. Last time we had the Artifact Hate and they didn't have it. All right, that's a good draw. So if they play a Meddling Mage here, we're probably not going to dispute it. Actually, all right, they can't play Meddling Mage here. I was going to say we could dispute it just in case they name Glimpse. So we'll play out. We're not going to Shardless here because I'm not Shardlessing for 4. Play an Island here and pass. So we can hard cast Dispute. What I really want to do is cast Omnath next turn, but then I also don't want to tap out. It's kind of rough. We'll see what they do here. I know they're like sacking some artifacts. Broadcast. We could counter that too, but we also want to hold up Dispute for when we go off, because we wouldn't want to Shardless into Glimpse and then just counter it and then just play Teferi or something. So we'll play this out. Elemental. I'm going to be taking some damages. Again, I'm not in a rush right now. I'd like to play Omnath with Dispute for their next play. Obviously, they can't counter Omnath, but yeah, it looks like they're just holding up. Which, if we play Omnath and then fetch land, I'm totally fine with that. So I'll do white, blue, green, red. They don't have subtlety, right? There's no way they have subtlety. Okay, good. If they did, I'd be really sad. Oh, they're just gonna kill it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's what they're waiting on. Yeah, we could have assumed Dispatch. Get Hallowed Fountain here. Dispute that. Yeah, they get the draw a lot. No. 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 Hopefully they don't play a land and hold up a Metallic Rebuke. That would be really annoying. We can pay for it, but wouldn't be surprised if this is what they have up, though. Only attacking with 1. So they can pay for Metallic Rebuke here. There's a Glimpse. Not really what we want to see. So we will cast Shardless. Cast Glimpse. We will not pay. They get to draw 2 more cards. They will Rebuke. They want. I would Rebuke. I would want. Oh, okay, they didn't. Okay. That's fine. And we could also subtlety. I think we could subtlety our own Shardless also and go off again. But I think this is fine. We played our land out already. They have 5 cards in hand though. That's not nothing, but our board is pretty good. Ingenious Smith. We have the pressure here. As for Sentinel, another Ingenious Smith, Ornithopter. They do have one blue here. As for Sentinel, we knew about. I'm gonna go get a Steam Vents here. Omnath. It's a good draw for once we in 2 turns, but let's see. We attack with 1, 2, 3, 6, 12, 15. I'll attack like that. Pull these back just in case they because they have Shadow Sphere and stuff like that. Maybe they're worried of a trick or something. They go down to 9. Play is tapped. Yes. So next time we have Omnath. They have 5 cards in hand. They have a lot of cards in hand. Teferi, bouncing. Oh, and Nettle Cyst. Okay. That's going to be a problem in a little bit. Especially with Shadow Sphere. And we know they have a counter in hand. Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, Nettle Cyst is a big problem. Another Omnath. We're going to have to hold this back for flying, but then it has trample next turn. Cast Omnath here. Wish we could make a land drop. Something we can really do. Foundation Breakers. Turn too late. We attack for... They're just going to chump here and chump here. Oh, man. 6, 7. This is going to make it a 7-8. Fuck, we're dead. That's terrible. Yeah, we just lose to a Shadow Sphere. Down to 4. Yeah, damn. Unfortunate. All right, match 2. We have a Chancellor. We have Wave Sifters and Endurance. We don't have a Cascade card, but this is pretty good for once we draw one. We should be all set to go. So I don't mind keeping this just because we have a lot of turn 2 and turn 3 plays already. So we're up against Living End. We have the main deck Endurance, as long as we don't get griefed. But they cycled Street Wraith. Oh, it's not. I mean, Endurance is still nuts in this matchup, so play Scalding Tarn, attack for 1 here. So up against Food, but Endurance is still really good. So they cycled looking for Asmo. Just kind of a race. Game 1. There's a Saga, Shadow Sphere, okay. So we're definitely looking to get Stomping Ground. Cavern. So I'll play Cavern here on Elemental. And we'll evoke our Wave Sifter. Get him for 1 here. So we'll still hold up Endurance. Probably pitch a Wave Sifter if we need to. But they might just start making constructs and equipping Shadow Sphere on them with Cookbook. Yeah. Seems like a good play for them. Other Endurance. Elemental again. We'll do green, blue. And cast Frozen Reef here. So that way when we evoke or cast all these, we'll get the extra triggers looking for Cascade cards. We're not going to attack with this. We're going to hold this back to chump a Saga token. Because I'm assuming they're going to make 2 constructs and not have enough to equip. And probably activate Cookbook. Oh, they didn't activate Cookbook. Their hand must be really good. I'm going to pitch Endurance here. So that way they don't get their Daredevil back. Hopefully they don't have another one in hand. Making our land drops. Got another Cookbook, another Saga. Aether Vial. So they can put Asmo in next turn if they... Oh no, they can put it in this turn. Yeah, we'll jump here before they get Shadow Sphere online. We're really desperate for... Oh god. Really desperate for Cascade. So we'll evoke Muldrifter, hoping to hit something. These are pretty useless right now. We definitely don't want these in our hand. So that means we can't hit them when we spin. Make 2 more clue tokens. Risen Reef trigger. Come on. I have 8 of them. Could be any one. We have enough mana for perfect Cascade. Yes. We did it. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we'll pay 2 just to float it. Green, blue, blue. I'm glad we hit that. We drew enough cards, so it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was luck. We were like playing towards it. We'll cast Glimpse for 10. Hopefully rip some sick hits. Let's see. Not the worst. Elemental. Go Giant on 1 because we have these Chancellors stuck in hand. No. Colony Garden. And we have all these lands. If we want to spin again, we can. As long as we draw something off of this. Risen Reef triggers. Oh, God. 3 Chancellors in hand. That sucks. Ah! 4 Chancellors in hand. Oh my God. Alright, we gain a bunch of life, make a bunch of mana. We cast. Are we hard casting these right now? Jeez. Okay. 1, 2. Wait, 1. That's why we named Giant Big Brain here. We get 7 hasters. Attack for 6, but then the 3. But they're gonna gain a bunch of life. Yeah, well, we gotta do this because they're gonna gain a bunch of life anyway. With Shadow Sphere. Well, again, it wasn't the greatest hit because we hit 2 Shardless agents, and then they can just equip here, and they're gonna make more constructs. We'll see. It's gonna be iffy, but we'll play another Chancellor and then swing out for lethal most likely. Especially if they attack with, they'll probably just attack with 1, then equip to the next, maybe. Shoot. Asmo, yep. So that's probably going to kill our Omnath. Play Cookbook. Oh, they're not making a construct. That's good for us, but they'll still kill Omnath. We're just going to take this. Create a food token, sure. Shock in a Godless Shrine. And play... Okay, equip, yep. That's what we assumed. They're not killing Urza right now. Oof, okay. I'm waiting for them to... Once they try to kill that, we'll fetch with the other Misty, yeah. Just gonna shock this in. Red mana, because this is like the last turn. So we have Violent Outburst. They're gonna gain 8, go up to 19, and block here. And this is gonna block a 2 or a 5. It's gonna block a 2. So then they're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is 11. How much mana do we have? I'm just shocking all these in. It doesn't matter. Colorless, blue. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we have enough. So let's... So we're going to go Chancellor. Got to make sure we have... We'll keep this up. So we're going to go Chancellor here. I'm just going to Outburst now. It doesn't matter. They're not going to change their blocks. No. Attack with all. All right. Math is for blockers. This is 20, 18. I can't win. Negative 29. All right. So we are up against Abzan Food. So definitely want these artifact and enchantment 8 here. Teferi's interesting. Endurance is actually really good too. If we weren't able to endurance their Daredevil, then we kind of would have been in a, I think, worse position because they could have just cycled it over and over again. So that was good. Definitely going to bring these 5 in. We're cutting Chancellor again. I'm not 100% sure what they bring in. So I think if they do bring anything in, it's like Void Mirror or some like Artifact Hate, which we're already, or I mean Artifact, so we're already bringing in the Artifact Hate, so it's not too big of a deal. We can cut Chancellor on the draw here. Wave Sifters, or I mean, Fury is great. Again, I keep feeling like we're playing the control matchup. I guess we'll try that. I always want to bring in Teferi. It's just so good. Yeah, so last game we attacked for 20. We attacked with 25 permanents. This hand is looking pretty juicy. We're gonna keep this. It doesn't have any Cascade. but it has a lot of controlling factors, and we have our 3 colors. And we're on the draw, so we can draw our land. It's pretty sweet. What we really wanted them to do there was play Saga into Cookbook, so that way we could just completely wreck them, but I'm able to do that at some point. And Daltha Triome. So this is Abzan Food. I forget if we saw blue last game. They're still not doing anything. So we have our red source, so we're gonna get blue-green. Breeding pool. Omnath, not exactly what we want right now. We'll pass. I don't know what they're holding up though. Black mana. Green mana. What's this? Trophy? No. Oh, Eladamri's Call. Eladamri's Call. Street Wraith. Okay, so they have Asmo. That's what that tells me. So they're going to Sickle Street Wraith. Play Asmo for free. Get a Cookbook. Play Cookbook. Thoughtseize. Oof. Okay. Our hand's pretty stacked, though. I'm not sure what they take here. We have 2 Artifact Hate, Grave Hate, Inevitability. What do you guys think they take here? Okay, Grave Hate. So they must have Asmo into Oval Chase next turn. Unless they have a land here. Grief. This will just yield. We're not really doing anything this turn. Do they take Force here? I feel like the Force is like the most likely choice. They're down to 4 cards in hand though. Took Foundation Breaker. Does that mean that they have... They didn't even play Cookbook. To a land. Not the land we wanted. I wonder if they... No, I don't know. Why wouldn't they play Cookbook here? Sadly, it's a tap land, so we can't play Risen Reef. Maybe they're holding it up for like a Fatal Push or something. We'll see if it's just a tap land. Overgrown Tomb. Tapped. Yep. They have such a fair hand right now. They play an Overgrown tapped. There's the Cookbook. White, green for another call? Not card. This is just like card neutral, like card neutral. I feel like this is a weird card to play in this deck. So it is Abzan. It's just Abzan Food, which is different from the Grixis versions. I feel like the Grixis versions are better. They do get the Daredevil. Okay, so maybe not the craziest. It's really tempting to just hit this now, but then we'd pitch Omnath and only have Risen Reef. They only have 2 cards in hand, and I think it's fine to wait. Wave Scepter. That's a good card to pitch. I don't mind pitching that, but they're going to do an end of turn. Put that into play. Sweet. So we don't have Omnath mana, which is a little unfortunate. We can also Fury this away, so that way it's not a big deal. It just kind of like, they have a lot of things going on, but nothing to like progress the board. So we're going to exile Wave Scepter here. Do this before they get 2 food, and then they can't kill Risen Reef. So it's all about timing with this. So because we did it at that time, now they can't kill our Risen Reef. We'll take 3 here. I don't know what the other card in their hand is. They have Oval Chase. They might just start hard casting Oval Chase because we did that. Yeah. I mean, we're just going to cast Foundation Breaker so we can get the Risen Reef triggers and kill that food token. Glimpse. Okay. Good one to discard. And then we'll just kill this. We don't want to kill Daredevil because it doesn't really do much because they can get it back at some point, but Asmo stays in the yard, and then we get a land. It's not the land we needed, but we have Fury Man next turn. So they have 1 card in hand. We don't know what it is. 2 cards in hand now. They're all out of gas. They're hard casting Daredevil. We'll start chumping. We could just trade, but we don't have to. Oh, perfect draw here. Some Omnath mana. Green, blue. So we could Fury this board also. We didn't. Yeah, we'll play that. We'll get the life. They can't flash anything in, right? They have like 1 turn, I think. I don't know what they have in hand, though. It could be Asmo's. Well, if it's Asmo, they can cast it now. Cycle Street Wraith, Cycle Street Wraith. Land. Nothing. I can't attack now. Agent. So here obviously would be a sweet spin, but it's not something that we need to do right now. So Hardcast Fury, take out their blocker, swing for lethal. They have to have like a removal in hand, like trophy or something. Okay, maybe not. So yeah, here's a scenario where you definitely don't have to spin. Your board is just so good, and you know they have nothing, so it's like not worth it to go for it there. All right, so we have a close 1-2 and then an easy 2-0. All right, match 3. We're on the draw here. We have 2 lands, Wave Sifter, and some Cascade. So we're gonna keep this hand. We can always pitch Glimpse to Fury depending on what they're playing. It's Tron. And they're playing a land in passing, and they kept 7, so that's not looking good. Play Scalding Tarn and pass. So hopefully it's E-Tron, and they don't have a Chalice, and they're not playing some big stuff. Oh, it's Blue Tron. Get Steam Vents tapped. At least we have Cavern. We might just end up playing a fair game here. We already have a Glimpse in hand, so that way we only have 2 more targets here. So they're just cycling Remand here, which is smart for them because they know they're not going to be able to counter anything. No pass. Risen Reef. Risen Reef. I don't think there's any reason to spin right now. Thirst. Yep. Opponent could have Tron. They could have like Ugin or something like that, which would be really annoying. But we have Fury. We have Omnath now. We would like to draw a land for Omnath. Another island. They might have Karn here for something. If they do, we're definitely pitching Glimpse for that. They could have Ballista for 1 to try and ping Risen Reef. And then they're going to hold up something. Chalice on 1. Holy. Wow. Oh, poor opponent. So clearly we don't play any 1s. This would have been amazing on 0. That's very strange. So they have 2 mana open. That's wild, huh? We didn't hit the land. Let's Endurance. I want Endurance because I want to make my land drop here. Yeah, putting that on 1 is questionable. Omen of the Sea. They pitched a Relic. Saw that. We'll put... We want to target ourselves? I don't think so. I'll target them. Very okay. Get in for 1 here. Sadly, we didn't hit the land. Hopefully, we're not like messing around for too long here before they do something. All right, so they have Tron now. They could get Bridge, and then we just kind of have to spin with Omnath. I wonder if they'll get Bridge here. Sundering Titan. I cast Repeal on my... Oh, their Repeal was countered. They countered their own thing with Chalice. I was going to say, what the hell was that? God, our hands have been... Okay. We're going to make a big spin here, because Sundering Titan's going to blow us out of the water. I mean, they have mana open too, which is frustrating. Because we could Endurance here. It sucks we have so many Omnaths in hand. Draw with this. See if we can get this into play. Yeah. Maybe they don't have a counter. Endurance, target ourselves. Fury, target that, which we already did. Colony Garden, Wave Sifter. A lot of triggers here. No. Okay. I guess we'll put it into play because we're going to spin again, so we shouldn't have said no. And then we get this Risen Reef trigger. A lot of triggers here. It's going to take a bit. Otawara we want in hand. So we want to cast this Omnath, but we can't because then we can't spin. Man, we only have 2 Omnaths on the board. Guess we'll just float this. Try again. So we want Chancellor. What? We click that first, so that way it sees all our creatures and stuff like that. If we can hit an Outburst here, then we just win. All right, they're gonna Thirst, discarding Relic. Yeah, we really want to hit an Outburst here. Chancellor, no. I think it should be lethal anyway, right? This is Xaxes? Oh, it's more than Xaxes. Nice. So yeah, we had to go off there because Titan would have made our life a living hell. Whew. Whew, dude, Chancellor, man. Chancellor's insane. Holy shit. All right, so we're against Blue Tron. God, we want like all this. So they have main deck Chalice. They have Teferi. They just have like everything. So it sucks. Like Chancellor's, I would say, typically not that good. Like if I had to board stuff out, Fury, Wave Sifter. So we definitely want the 4 disputes. They have Chalice. And we definitely want Subtlety. So we take out these 8. Teferi's seems meh. The hard part about this matchup is Bluetron can play whatever they want. But we know they play Artifact, so we're definitely going to be bringing in Artifact as well. So we're not going to board in all of this. They're not a hardcore like control deck Bluetron, so I don't think we need Teferi. Dispute should be good enough. Subtlety. We're going to take out Chancellors here. I know we love Chancellor, but we could probably board out some Endurance also. This hand's tough. So we have Cavern, we have Foundation Breaker for Chalice, and we have some pressure. We go turn, but we don't have any Cascade. We don't have any early plays. Again, we boarded out our early plays anyway, so this is basically a 6. Imagine this is a 6 without Glimpse. But we do have Cavern. Let's try it. It could be way too slow, but it's fine. We're learning here. They could just have like turn 3 Tron get just blown out of the water. Like this seems like a terrible hand, which it probably is. But again, we have Cavern, Chalice hate, or just Artifact hate. Because if they play Bridge there, they have a bunch of cards in hand, so we can get under them with Chancellor. We're going to play Power Plant and pass. Oh, we got to shard this too. That's huge. So we have this if they don't go Chalice, but they can always put up counters. So we'll play Misty and pass. This will get us Steam Vents. I think if we make our land drops, they don't have Tron, a quick Tron, we can kind of beat them down. Oh, they're gonna have a quick Tron here. Can't do anything about that. Play Cavern, then Elemental, and pass. So we'll end up flashing in Endurance. Hopefully we don't get wrecked by Tron here. Play the tower. So I have 8 mana. Another map, and pass. It's kind of good for us. Give us some time. End of turn Endurance. They might remand this to draw a card. No targets. Dismember. That's fine. Totally fine. We'd rather that gets dismembered than Omnath here. Force. That's pretty cool. Again, we're going to hopefully be patient here and see how much we can get out of these Shardless agents. And hopefully not get punished. I'm not sure what like huge thing. Tail's End can't be countered. I wonder why they're just like using spells like that. So again, like keeping Cavern is just so big against this deck. No, Mindslaver. No, we can't do anything about that. Think they can mess with us? No. They can like waste our Artifact hate, but that's it. But if I was them, if I had to do something, I guess either waste a Force with a Foundation Breaker, evoke Foundation Breaker, target nothing. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to double evoke here. Or just Force, evoke. Or, okay, yeah, they're going to double break and then force a Shardless agent. That's fine. Unless they have Academy here. They do not have Academy. Just show this here. See if they want to counter it. Gut shot. Wow, they just had all removal? Oh, God. What was that? What was revealed? Holy shit. Can't see where it revealed our terrible cards. Wow. Okay. Damn, that was, I guess we were due for a terrible hit, but that was, all we hit was fucking Colony Garden. I can't see where the other, and then the gut shot coming in clutch there for them. They get to scry 2 and draw with Omen. All they need is like one big thing, and then we just have to concede. Man, I can't believe we hit that poorly though. Play Steam Vents. 5 for 2. Down to 8. They're getting a lot of looks. They're digging like 5, 6, 7 cards deep, so they should find something. They put 2 cards on the bottom of their library, so they didn't like what they saw. Here's something. Karn. What is Karn gonna get? Whatever Karn gets, Walking Ballista to ping down our board. No. Damn. It's a good one. We'll get Breeding Pool. Tapped. Risen Reef. We could spin for 3. I only have 1 card in hand though. Shock this in. So if we cast Shardless, they kill all our stuff. And if we Risen Reef, they do all that and kill our stuff and have Karn. I don't know, let's just spin. Let's go for it. We're gonna have 3 permanents. I don't think we're in a good enough spot to where they can pump this and just tell me they don't kill the plant token though. Damn it. And remand. Oof, okay. So we got rid of their ballista. They have a Karn down tick. We have 4 still. We have no more glimpses. We're probably going to concede this. Yeah, we'll concede this. They just killed both of our lands. Okay. So we know they have a lot of removal. We didn't see subtlety or dispute. Endurance. They just have so many counters. Let's try bringing in Teferi. I don't know how fast we want to be. Like, usually in the control matchup, we don't have to be too fast. This hand I will not keep. This hand I will keep. This hand has Cavern and lands, which is all we can hope for. We got turn 1, turn 2. We just need a Cascader and we're good. This takes rid of Chalice. Oh, nice. Let's see how long we can hold out for. Elemental. So they're definitely holding up interaction, so there's no reason to run it into something. And we definitely want to hit lands. Nice. Alright, they gut shot our Risen Reef. Nice. White, red, blue, green, Omnath. If we draw a fetch land? Or straw. We'll play this out though. They're gonna dismember this. So much removal. Maybe next turn we're going to end of turn Outburst. So we'll pass and hold up Outburst. We have 2 more glimpses left in the deck. Which is just right here. Thirst, okay. So we know they have like Dismember or something. They discarded Condescend. Okay, sweet. 4 mana. So attack here and we'll pass. Wow, they did nothing. I just don't want them to hit Tron, because they're probably sitting on some high-end cards here. Oh, man. They've had Tron every game. Turn 5, but they're control, so they don't really care too much about Tron. Map, sure. Probably going to end of turn. Let's end of turn Outburst here. See if they want to counter it. It's also why you don't board out Endurances like we did. We only boarded out 2, but they're going to Thirst? Oh, just Remand. Ugh. Yeah, Remand decks are brutal against ours. I'll shard this here. And if not, then we'll just suspend. Another Remand. Holy shit. Alright. And they get to have Omnath mana. So I really don't want to play the Scalding Tarn. Make them crack that, I guess. If they don't crack it, then I'll Foundation Breaker it. Maybe. I don't think I really care about... They already have Tron. They have 8 mana. Okay. Alright, so we have the Glimpse on Suspend for 3. If they... Chalice. Okay. Oh, we have Foundation Breaker for that. That's fine. They can activate Hall. Man. 6 mana, yeah. We can't even attack anymore. At least if we don't attack, that means they can't play out stuff. They can end of turn draw, maybe? Or like Thirst or something? I don't know. Nothing. We don't mind this. Another map. Crack map. Probably get a tower here or Academy. I probably have enough for Academy Slaver Lock. Okay, they got Academy. What sucks is that if we counter it, they can just get it back with Academy, so it doesn't even matter. So this is going to come off next turn. Oh, we have Double Dispute. Do we want to evoke this? Nah. I don't think we want to evoke it. I'd like it as a permanent. Can't be count. Oh. Okay. And we can't even counter because they have the mana to pay for it. We should have... That was a mistake. We had Double Dispute up. Oy. I feel like I didn't counter because I thought it would go through regardless. They're targeting the triggered ability, not the... Oh, man. That was a punt. Shit. Well, we put them down to... Oh, man. Yeah, we should have obviously countered that. Little rough, little rough. We get to cast Omnath with a Scalding Tarn. This gets countered. Teferi. White, green, blue, red. Play out Omnath. They only have 2 cards in hand, too. Shit, we don't have another... Oh, wait. We have Hallowed Fountain. Play Teferi. Make them act if they need to. So we could have played Teferi first, but I really wanted to get that Scalding... I wanted to get that fetch land Omnath mana. Another Tail's End. Wow. Okay, so they have no cards in hand. They're getting hit for 4 here. They have 1 turn to draw something. And we should have won because we should have countered Tail's End initially. That's countered. Graveyard, sure. Violent Outburst. We fetched... I was going to say, we fetched Math away. Call. Outburst. Lethal? Yeah, baby. Alright, through... Even though we punted a little bit, we still got there. Match 4, we're on the play this time. Let's check it out. We have Chancellor. We'll keep it. We have Chancellor for some early. We have Cascade. We have our lands. We have Cav. We have a little bit of everything. The only thing that would make this hand better would be a Evoke, a Wave Sifter, or a Colony Garden. But I can't complain about this. Definitely keep. Breeding Pool tapped. It makes me think Living End. It's like the only thing that comes to mind. But Breeding Pool tapped is like wild. We'll also do a Breeding Pool tapped. Oh, jeez, there's the Wave Sifter. So I'll put this on Elemental. So that way we don't take damage. Invoke this. Get him for 1 here. We have a really good spin next turn if we want to. Infect. So this looks like Spell Pierce. So we can hold up Outburst. I think we just hold up Outburst Endurance. Because that's definitely a Spell Pierce. We want them to tap out. Ink Moth. Noble Hierarch. Exalted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's flash in Endurance and block. Because if they want to pump it and kill Endurance and tap out, that's fine. They could also have Growth here too. This is like a very fragile matchup. If we had Fury in hand, this game would be over though. So we'll block here. We'll double block. We'll trade if they want to Giant Growth this. Oh, that's great for us. Great, great, great. All right, let's spin here. As much as I want to... So this is what they could have been holding up. But I definitely want to play around Spell Pierce, and I think we have 7 permanents. I think we can go for it here. We could alternatively play Risen Reef, get more permanents, get lands for Omnath. I don't know how much time we have against Infect, though. So we'll spin. I usually don't like spinning for this few, which I consider few. And we hit Fury, which is good, but obviously we're tapped out now, and that's faded it out. So hopefully we don't get punished with Inkmoth Nexus here. We do have Endurance to block. We'd like a land for Risen Reef. We will block, because if we don't, we're most likely dead, especially because they use Scale Up. Block like that. I don't mind trading here. I just don't want to trade here yet. So this, they pump up this probably. Yeah. Okay, so they wasted 2 of their pump cards. Colony Garden, not exactly what we wanted. We attack. Let's attack. Because if they're going to pump anything, they're going to pump the Inkmoth. And we need a little bit of pressure. We're a little behind now. Another Scale Up probably. Yep, 6. They just need 4 more. Most likely dead here. No, okay. We have one turn. Damn. Yeah, we're just dead. They just can't have another pump spell. I just can't see them not having another pump spell though. It's Team Vents. Play Risen Reef. We're really drawing like poorly here. We gotta attack though. But down to 5. Acre Claw. It's a good sign for us. So we have to block. We draw Fury. Let's attack. We have to chump here. We just dead now? We're playing too aggressive, I'm not sure. Yeah, I really wish we had a... Now they're going to be getting him for like minimum 3, I guess. We just had like fade a... They're going to be getting for 3. Just to fade 1 pump spell, but most likely we're dead. And we're going to block here. They have 2 cards in hand. It has to be a pump spell. Oh, we're at 9. What is this? Wow. Come on, Fury. Or something. I don't know what we need. We need a Cascade, actually. We just win. We just attack for lethal. What? I don't know what I'm thinking. I can't believe that. I feel like we're playing against burn. We just had to fade the burn spells. I got so worried, and I'm like, wait a second. I forgot that they were only at 5. Okay, so against Infect. When's the last time you guys seen Infect? Subtlety, Teferi. So we have Subtlety and Teferi, most likely against Infect. What's not good against Infect would probably be... So they'll probably bring in, like, Dispute. I don't know how much we want to... Like, with this 6, and then take out 1, 2, 3, 4... I feel like we can board out a glimpse in this matchup. 5, 6. I don't think we need all 3 glimpses in this matchup. I'm going to try this hand. We have Subtlety. We have turn 2 play, turn 3, once we hit our lands. And if they... I'm going to Subtlety a... like a Glistener offer if they tap out for... What's it called? That's a good one. They're definitely going to be spending on turn 3. Most likely. So we'll definitely Subtlety pitching Omnath here. Shock that in. Blighted Agent. Yep. Yeah. We'll keep the other Subtlety just in case. Hopefully they don't have Dispute. That would be awful. So they have the Slip into Space, whatever it's called here. They put it on top, so they're going to recast it. Teferi. Shock that in. I'll evoke here. This is like the best turn 1, 2, 3 play you can get if you're trying to Cascade on turn 3. Another Blighted Agent. Yep. We could have Subtletied that also, but I don't want to pitch these right now. Glimpse. I'm going to make them probably slip for this. So some plays are we can Teferi bounce this. They have 2 mana open. They can target it with Slip into Space, or we just spin. Maybe we just spin. Not mess around. If they have a counter spell, so be it, and that's 1 more card out of their hand. They only have 3 cards in hand. So they didn't spin. Or they didn't counter. So hopefully we're not dead. I wish this was an untapped source. So we'll attack for 4 here. Not the greatest of hits, but we would have liked the Fury. And we could totally be dead. So maybe because we knew we were gonna, if we thought harder, we could have Subtletied that and not had a, and then went off. So maybe that was a mistake. Probably dead from this because we didn't Subtlety it. Are they going to, what's it called here? Give it +4/+4. Yep, scale up. And we're dead. No way. What? How are we living? Are they like, this is insane. What's going on here? If they didn't kill us this turn, they can't kill us. They're just dead. What? They have 3 mana open. I don't understand what I'm missing here. And we drew a Fury. So now they're like extra dead. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We should have been dead like 99% of the time in both of these games just because we're just like 1 short of everything. Probably could have just put that to hand and then played it so we'd have 5 mana instead of 4. Hexproof, okay. Do they have like a removal spell? I don't know. Usually when people play it out like that, you think they have something, but okay, last match. We are on the draw. I feel like we've been on the draw a lot this league, but we're going to keep this. We have Colony Garden into Wave Sifter, into Risen Reef, and we have Chancellor to start. So if we hit any Cascader, it's pretty sick. And we're against Yorion, so we don't know what version this is. They know what we're on, obviously. They could be on anything. Yorion Titan. So we definitely want to play before we die, or kill them before we die. Evoke Wave Sifter here. We have some time though. They're not gonna do too much, but we definitely need to find a Cascader. All right, they bolt our token. They play this. Is it Teferi? God damn it. Main deck. I guess they're gonna have like Teferi and Ren and 6. That was a terrible draw from us. I guess we're playing the fair game for a little bit. There's a Cascader, but Teferi being annoying. Hopefully they tick down on something. But I don't think they're going to. We're just gonna have to beat their face in. Oh, they tick down. Cool. But they just have a lot of time. There's Fury. Actually had that Risen Reef in there. We can go for it, right? See if this resolves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, we messed up and played our land before Charlotte's Agent. Oh, no, that's terrible. So we don't get the Risen Reef trigger or oh fuck yeah, that was huge punt. I was so surprised at drawing the Fury that I just completely blanked. No, that's terrible. So they could have another Teferi, they could do more stuff. Yeah. Oh, they didn't do anything. Okay. I don't feel as bad now. I think they're not F6. They have blue mana. Could be holding something up. Cast Risen Reef so we can get a bunch of triggers. They're definitely holding like something up, I guess, right? An Outburst. I guess we'll try, and if they want to counter this, we have another one. Remand, yeah. I guess we knew they had something. Just that 1 lone blue mana chilling there. Alright, so they're going to Creativity. Okay. We still have Outburst. We can still do some damage here. They're going to kill both of these Risen Reefs, though. Which is fine, because we're going to Endurance them back into our deck anyway. This better not be... Well, even if it's Spell Pierce, we can pay for it, so it doesn't matter. Wait, did we just draw our last glimpse? Oh, I was going to say, so if they have Pierce, we can pay for it. Not the greatest of hits. Would you like to pay? Yes. We can shuffle our graveyard back in. Oof. We're gonna Chancellor, I guess, also. I don't know if that's gonna be enough, though. They're 2/2s. Oh, that doesn't do anything either. You have to get a red source here. Yeah. And then, yeah. Attack for lethal. God damn. Alright, so this is the Titan. Titan creativity. Alright, so this is Titan creativity. I'm gonna be bringing in disputes. Teferi. Subtlety is interesting. They're gonna be bringing a lot of counter magic, so gotta figure out what. Fury's a dead card here. Like, it only kills Titan. Endurance isn't that great either. There's 60, but subtlety for hard casting, if they're hard casting anything. Risen Reef just like dies to bolts and stuff. I'll do that. I mean, Chancellor, we'll do that. We'll do 2/2/2, bring in all our graveyard stuff. Yeah, so they run a lot of flusters and counter spells and stuff like that. This is a good hand. We have turn 1, turn 2. We don't have any blue sources, but I feel like I can't throw this back. They're mulliganing to 5 also. We just need one like fetch land and we're golden. And this will buy us a lot of time if they want to do anything else in the meantime. Steam Vents tapped, okay. We would love a fetch land here. Not the greatest. They get Jet Mirrors, get all their colored mana. We definitely love a blue source, so that way we can actually cast our cards here. Unfortunate. Just gonna pitch. Wait, probably pitch Wave Sifter here. We can keep 2 Cascaders. Probably gonna just die to a Titan next turn. If they go get a Dwarven Mine with this and then creativity on 1. There's the Dwarven Mine. Yeah, we can't do anything about this. Iona. Naming red. God. I mean, we can always Teferi this if we draw. Well, we need blue and white, I guess. We're probably just not winning this one. I thought this was a fine keep. I mean, you could say mull because we don't have the colors. We just need 1 fetch land. I don't think that's unreasonable. But they probably have a counter. Yeah, we're just dead. Damn. Okay. Try this again. I guess be a little bit more diligent about mulliganing. Yes, we'd like to be on the play. Turn 1, turn 2. Turn 3. I don't love this hand. I'm gonna mulligan. This hand sucks too. I'll keep this. We gotta put back a land. We gotta be greedy here. Could put back subtlety, but I'm not gonna fetch. Nice. Now we'll fetch. Probably play Ren here. Explore. And Abundant Growth. Get a Steam Vents here. Actually, we should. Red. Red and white. Kind of awkward because we need red, but Hallowed Fountain would be good also for Teferi. Exactly. We'll just hold a podcast dispute for now. But yeah, mulliganing to 5 makes the land situation a little annoying. At least we get the counter Teferi here. We can also subtlety pitching Teferi if we want to. Okay, not looking too good. We definitely don't want to spin yet. 3 mana. Fable. We don't really care about Fable. Colony Garden tapped. This is 5 permanents. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like we have to spin here. They're also tapped out, so I mean they also have blue up, so if they want to fluster it, like They kill plant token. Sure. Okay, we're gonna spin for 4. And let's see. Could be worse. Can bounce Goblin Shaman. Get a Dispute. That's actually really good. All right. Could have been way worse. We hit 1 land and we got 3 hits, so. They do get to discard 2 and draw 2. They discarded Iona and Creativity. I guess because they don't have anything to pitch to it. So that's good that we drew Teferi to bounce that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have a 2-turn clock, actually. And we get to counter this. We don't get to counter this. Oh man, I thought I got cheesed. I thought it was going to be a blue spell. Okay, so they ending that. We'll attack for 5 here. All right, now it's looking less good. They had a land. I believe they play creatures into our subtleties. Because we're definitely going to pitch subtlety to Omnath here. They could just like bolt this. They bolt a fairy. Creativity. Yeah. Damn it. Not looking good. We really need them to like hard cast stuff into our subtleties. And they just wipe our board. Yeah, we're most likely dead now. Yeesh. We'll take more turn. 6. Ugh. Yeah, they had to have exactly like the exact cards they had. Creativity. They just needed a creativity, I guess. They also had a lot of remove, like very timely removal of the lightning bolts. So there's like nothing we could do about that. At least we can get some use out of our Omnaths. Yeah. Kind of a shitty way to go out. Explore, they draw. We do it again. Yeah, we were just sitting on these subtleties. Maybe these subtleties weren't the greatest. Just because they're going to creativity. But we need them for Teferi also, so it's kind of like a two-way. We kind of hit both of them. Nah, damn. Okay. Unlucky. We got the 3-2, but definitely could have done better. So the first thing we have to say is Chancellor was awesome. It won us like a lot of games. Being able to spin into Chancellor, even hard casting it, won us a bunch of games too. So just winning the game on the spot was huge, especially when we knew the opponent was going to win the following turn. I definitely like this version. I feel like I'm definitely biased just because Chancellor was so amazing this lead, but I definitely like Chancellor in the flex spot as of now. Before we were running either Seasoned Pyromancer or like a Fable or like Teferi or anything like that. They're all flex spots, so you can pick and choose what you want, but definitely a huge Chancellor fan after this league. Unfortunately, we ended 3-2. Definitely could have been a 4-1, even a 5-0 if things just went a little different, but it happens. It's magic. Sideboard. I really like my sideboard. Some numbers could be changed. Again, you can be really flexible about this, but this is kind of what I like running with. But overall, like you saw, the deck is super fun. Definitely recommend it. But yeah, so this is Glimpse Combo Chancellor. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.